Keylocker is a cyberpunk turn-based rhythm JRPG in which players take on the role of Bobo, a singer and songwriter on Saturn, a planet where music has been prohibited for 141 years. Bobo, one of the doppelgangers, discovers a new music robot that can serve as a drummer for her illicit band. She protests against the corrupt system through music and joins her band of outcasts. Each character has an own ability tree and storyline, enabling users to manipulate electricity using their own music. The game includes conventional turn-based combat and seamless in-world skirmishes. Virgo vs. the Zodiac is a science fiction and fantasy Japanese role-playing game with a distinct fighting system based on real-time movement execution. The protagonist, Virgo, is a villain on a cosmic journey to restore the Golden Age, a time of peace, symmetry, and balance. There are no random encounters in the game, only turn-based combat, and several endings. Participate in Boss Rush mode, an action-packed shoot-'em-up minigame, and ride alpacas on their cosmic adventure. Dungeon Drafters is a spell-slinging, tile-based roguelite that casts a serious charm. With every card drawn, battles feel strategic, tense, and incredibly rewarding. The pixel art pops with personality, while the dungeons offer a satisfying mix of danger and discovery. Deck building isn't just a mechanics, it's a thrill, pushing creativity and smart planning. The freedom to experiment, combined with a vibrant world and catchy soundtrack, makes each run feel fresh. For fans of tactics and cards, this is pure enchanting magic wrapped in dungeon-crawling delight. Tyrant's Blessing is a tactical turn-based game in which players take leadership of the Tyrant's last remaining troops in order to topple his oppressive dominion. The game prioritizes strategic planning and execution over unit efficiency. Players must choose between battle, protecting the living, or accumulating power to defeat zombie troops and bring life back to Tiberia. Challenges emerge, such as battling robbers or rescuing a kid. Players must carefully create their heroic team, keeping in mind the wise older wizard's limited teleportation capabilities. Turnip Boy, a comedy action-adventure game with roguelite elements, is collaborating with the Pickled Gang to plot and carry out the strangest robbery of all time. To fight the bank robbers, players must obtain risky items from the dark web, such as a diamond pickaxe, C4, and a radio jammer. A thrilling single-player adventure, roguelite aspects, a big bank to explore, and a cast of eccentric food-based characters are all part of the game. Players may obtain collectible hats and cassettes containing new banger music, as well as learn more about Turnip Boy's universe. Yurukill the Calumniation games delivers a wild genre-blending experience that surprises at every turn. The mix of intense shoot-'em-up action and gripping visual novel storytelling creates a rhythm that's both thrilling and thought-provoking. Characters are rich with personality, and their dark pasts unravel in ways that hit hard. Twists land with impact, and the game isn't afraid to challenge the mind. Visually striking and narratively bold, it pulls the player into a twisted game of survival where every decision matters. A masterclass in creative risk-taking. In this dark and twisted fairy tale, players delve into the troubled mind of a nobleman, navigating challenging puzzle rooms and confronting massive bosses in a reflective puzzle platformer. The innovative mirror mechanic allows you to create a shadowy reflection, swapping places to solve puzzles and uncover secrets. As you journey through this tragic world, you'll face a variety of puzzles that can be approached in multiple ways, ensuring a unique experience for each player. Players can explore hidden rooms to unlock alternate endings, making for an immersive adventure. Lisa the Definitive Edition includes both the original narrative-driven RPG Lisa the Painful and its sequel, Lisa the Joyful. Lisa the Painful Definitive Edition is a darkly comic role-playing game that takes you on a terrifying trip across the lonely environment of Oleiv. What looks to be a light-hearted world conceals a dark reality rife with moral degradation and heinous choices. Lisa, the joyful definitive edition, is the heart-wrenching conclusion to the oddball side-scrolling RPG series. As you travel through Olaf, engage on a quest to get revenge on a world that has mistreated you. Smile for Me is a point-and-click adventure game that transports players to a bizarre world full with strange people and odd tasks. The residents are odd, and the world contains grim secrets. The players must travel the habitat, connecting with 23 strange personalities and assisting them in overcoming their grief. The game has gorgeous visuals, secret tales, gossip, and emotional problems. Players can opt to help only their chosen pals or all the habitations. The game also has caustic narrators, melancholy clowns, and existential worries. Cyberpunk is a 3D platformer game in which players utilize parkour skills and a grappling hook to traverse walls, participate in battle, and demolish objects. The game has endurance mode, which allows players to complete many levels without taking pauses. The game provides an exciting parkour experience in which players climb walls and carefully navigate to escape devastating falls. Cyberpunk contains over 70 stages that put players' parkour talents to the test, as well as global leaderboards for them to follow. Lila, the brave protagonist, must band together with a variety of one-of-a-kind pals to preserve her kingdom from the malicious conductor's attempts to exterminate all melodic and enticing qualities. The game sends players on a mission to discover the mysterious story of Lila, her background, and the actual nature of the menace over the mysterious Sky Island. Along the way, gamers will come across riddles, strange animals, and fearsome monsters. The music-infused pixelated dreamscape delivers an immersive experience. Pinstripe is a hell-themed game in which players take on the role of Teddy, a former minister on a mission to rescue his daughter, Beau, from a deranged kidnapper. The game has a visually striking art style, an evocative musical accompaniment, and a scary story based on famous works such as The Nightmare Before Christmas, Coraline, and Alice in Wonderland. Players go through 6 eerily beautiful regions within Hell, immerse themselves in a unique soundscape, use a slingshot to battle enemies, and solve puzzles, interact with the family pet George, and uncover the mystery of Teddy and Beau's demise. Demong Hunter is a fascinating virtual environment in which players must kill a fearsome insect known as a Demongs in order to restore peace. Each character has a distinct assault style and set of powers, enabling players to plot and modify their activities. Gold is an important component, since it improves character attributes and allows players to focus on different areas of their powers. Defeating strong bosses grants players unique artifacts, which improves gameplay. As players proceed through the volume stages, they confront increasingly harder obstacles and opponents. Bilkins Folly is a narrative adventure game about a child and his dog, Percy, who must traverse a complex environment. Players may use Percy's cartography talents to modify their map, allowing them to solve puzzles and discover hidden mysteries. Their friendship with Drayton allows them to earn points towards new talents and explore new regions. The game includes unique islands, enchantments for sailors, and encounters with odd locals. Players may personalize their terrain, collect marine animals, compete in treasure hunts, and play entertaining minigames. Eco is an optimistic warrior who plans to use his airship to reconnect a number of floating islands. He must travel across islands to reactivate each island's magnetic core while battling adversaries. Islets is a healthy Metroidvania that promotes creating connections with others and discovering new corners of the Earth. Players must obtain hidden upgrades and complete hidden challenges. The game includes puzzle-like connections, epic boss encounters with monsters and sky pirates, and the possibility to find upgrades. Ash Le Guin, a courageous pilot and top-tier mercenary, is on the verge of destroying a giant 90-ton mechanical beast in Root City. Jetlancer is a single-player campaign with 30 objectives, 11 enemies, and a unique opportunity to rescue the world. Players can modify their loadout with 28 different guns, cargos, and flying components. Accessibility features such as anti-fatigue control toggles, configurable dodge windows, an invincibility option, and the ability to disable screen wobble and flashes make everyone feel like an expert pilot. ITTA is an action-packed adventure game in which players battle 18 bosses in a decaying environment. ITTA awakens to find her deceased family members and a spirit, a cat, as her companion. They must face ancient golems and terrifying beasts, pushing their physical and mental boundaries. The game is inspired by personal struggles and focuses on endurance. Players can change their combat style and use invincibility or damage multipliers as needed. The game has gorgeous pixel art graphics and a unique audio composition. DROS is a dark fantasy game in which players control a gooey monster and a human bounty hunter throughout 40 diorama-like stages. The game has unusual characters, complex riddles, hidden chambers, and old collectibles. The captain's fate is at risk, and DROS steps in to stop the alchemist. Players must traverse the tower's complex mysteries, engage with its strange denizens, and hunt for alchemical wealth. They may switch between characters, each with different abilities and limitations, to conquer obstacles and solve riddles. The Library of Babel is a fascinating adventure set 20,000 years after the extinction of civilization. The planet is now ruled by sophisticated robots that are completely oblivious of their fabled founders. The discovery of a library with all written content causes pandemonium. As a seeker, Ludovic investigates a murder case in Babylon. He discovers the library's unexpected lockdown. There are immense forests, abandoned temples, and cybernetic residents all throughout the Earth. Hand-drawn 2D settings, hazardous obstacles, and adversaries are featured in the game. Terracotta is an action-adventure game set in ancient China's Qin era. Players will learn about the rich history and conflicts of this era. As the lone, uncursed warrior in the Terracotta army, players must travel between the realms of Yin and Yang to save their colleagues from a curse. They must negotiate the tomb's depths, switching between Yin and Yang to avoid obstacles and foes. The game's goal is to solve the curse mystery, unearth ancient secrets, activate systems, and combat antagonists in order to restore peace to ancient China's spiritual wonders. Spirit Hunter Death Mark II has a new spirit vision system that allows players to glimpse concealed spirits and clues. The game has a branching narrative structure with choices that affect the conclusion of the tale. The game incorporates realistic sound design and ambient music to increase suspense and anxiety. It adds new spirits and challenges that need strategic thinking and wit. The game also has gorgeous visuals and intricate character designs that help to bring the scenario to life. The Yuppie Psycho Executive Edition is an exciting adventure set in a dystopian 1990s society. Brian Pasternak, a new employee, is entrusted with tracking down a strong witch who has returned to terrorize Sintracorp's staff. Along the way, he meets strange individuals, avoids dangerous animals, and discovers the mysteries of Sintracorp's dark past. The game introduces additional locales, bosses, and material, expanding on the Yuppie Psycho universe. Pasternak must traverse Sintracorp's dangerous environment while balancing work and social connections and dealing with the witch's disturbing presence. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
In the face.